से वतन जाना है वहाँ हमको जहाँ बाप और दादा है वो। जाना है वहाँ हमको जहाँ बाप और दादा है। बनना किया बाबा से वादा है, जो बाबा से किया था वो वादा निभाएंगे। हम उड़ के चले जाएं, ओ हम उड़ के चले प्यारे से वतन में, उस मीठे से वतन में। देहधारी ना याद आए हो, ये देह ना याद आए। देहधारी ना याद आए, ये पतित पुरानी सी हो दुनिया भी ना याद आए। याद आए तो बस अपना वो वतन ही याद आए। हम उड़ के चले जाएं, ओ हम उड़ के चले जाएं उस प्यारे से वतन में, उस मीठे से वतन में।
taking everyone's love remembrances when I was offering bhog to Baba. Baba was giving us drishti, and we all were also taking drishti from Baba. Baba, with lot of love, accepted bhog. And then today was Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba, even they are combined. But how Brahma Baba's recognition of Shiv Baba was accurate. Right? And based on that, Brahma Baba start following to become Bab Saman, followed and then understood Srimad, and then Baba start giving us Srimad. So then Baba was looking at me because I am experiencing Bap and Dada combined but also separate. So Baba is asking, with whom you are connected? I said, with both. So Baba said, actually, it's Shiv Baba. You all souls are children of Shiv Baba. So your first connection is with Shiv Baba. But then, based on the recognition, you start following your, Baba was saying, your love for Baba, then your love for knowledge and love for the life, the lifestyle. So each one of you, some liked Brahmin life, some liked Shiv Baba, some had lots of love for Brahma Baba. So it was so interesting to see that how Brahma Baba we say we have to follow, but how Brahma Baba was able to follow Shiv Baba. So we all also, of course, have to follow footsteps of Brahma Baba, but also deep connection with Shiv Baba. Because Shiv Baba is Almighty Authority, Shiv Baba is bestower, Shiv Baba is the one who creates our fortune. So Baba was just kind of reminding that even if you are following footsteps of Brahma Baba, but remembrance has to be of Shiv Baba. So I said, Baba, we remember both. I remember Shiv Baba, of course Shiv Baba I remembered, but also Brahma Baba. So Baba was smiling. Yes, you have to follow Brahma Baba, but remembrance has to be of Shiv Baba. So I said, Baba, we have started this tapasya, and a few days ago some were saying that it's quite a elevated, quite a high journey. So Baba said that when you came to Baba, each one of you was touched by something. And that is why your love for knowledge, or you start studying or bringing changes in your lives. So you are already on journey. So Baba said that what makes everything easy is the attainment of present time. When there is lack of attainment, then sometimes you start feeling it's very high. But Baba said it's It's ascending, no? You are ascending degrees. But when there is attainment, immediately evident fruit. Oh, Baba says fruit gives you strength. So like Brahma Baba, remaining double light and experiencing self-attainments will make you feel everything is so easy, so natural. And as much you are able to find it natural and easy, and you are able to have attainment, you also become an instrument to serve. Baba's every child had this thought to be a world server. So Baba said it won't happen just by words, but it's through your stage, your image. Stage is important, which is visible through your image. So make efforts in such a way, motivate yourself to make efforts by experience the evident fruit. What you're receiving, what you're attaining at present, joy, power, Baba's help. These are our attainments. And when these are our attainments, then it makes it very easy. And when it's easy, you want to do it more also. So Baba was just giving us inspiration that remembrance of Shiv Baba, following Brahma Baba, and making good quality efforts and sustaining yourself with that, the attainment as fruits gives you strength, and you experience also Baba's help. Baba is with you at every step, not only to guide you, but to hold your hand, to give company. So Baba kept giving drishti and keep talking, sharing. Said, Baba, everyone has love for you. Baba said, Baba receives that love. But also Baba wants to again say love remembrances for everyone. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Soleil Brahmaroki. बहुत अच्छी चाल है. पूछते हैं कैसे हो, तो सब कहते हैं बहुत अच्छे. फिर जब पूछते हैं जैसे होना चाहिए वैसे है, तो क्या कहते हैं, चुप हो जाए. इसका कारण सदा समृद्ध बनने में ये अविद्याएं का बोझ सदा समृद्ध बनने नहीं देता. ऐसे तो मारोगे ऐसे आज्ञाकारी चरण का चंद्र बनो सोना इसको कहती है सदा समृद्ध आत्मा समझाना सभी ने समझा
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avakti Parivar. So happy New Year to everyone. And so today is our day first, January 1st. So we will be listening to Mohini Didi. And then today we will get our homework and also we'll do meditation together. And then Saturday is our chit chat day. So we'll be having our chit chat as well. And then in the end, we will also light a candle together because in the night we did it, but now we will do it with Didi, and also we'll have a little cake cutting ceremony. So please stay back with us on this special day of first month of the first day. So okay, so let's listen to Mohini Didi. Today's the topic Tapasya. Tapasya means to celebrate newness in life. It is a spiritual magnet that attracts souls through the atmosphere. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Happy New Year. Baba's message is we have to think a little bit more, and also I'm sure that's what we are doing. It's just Baba is reminding us that you have to follow Brahma Baba, but you have to remember Shiv Baba. And that means at every step, I think of Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba, but also then combined as a Vek Dada. It is very, very interesting, this journey which we have begun for this year, especially for this month of remembrance and following Brahma Baba. I think all of us, have to pay a little bit attention, as Baba said, that we have to be double light. Right? There shouldn't be any heaviness. And of course, Baba said heaviness is some kind of disobedience. And one of disobedience could also be that whatever stage I should have, I'm not able to create that. At this time, what should be our stage? And that's what Tapasya is reminding us, that at this time, our stage should be soul conscious, should be bodiless, angelic, right? And for that, we are practicing, paying attention. And I think all of us have certain percentage of that stage. And Baba said that stage has a power, and that power changes the atmosphere. I remember that when as a Baba's young Brahmin child, when I had to give course, or any one of us, we went in Baba's room and we said, Baba, your child is coming, his soul is coming, So we will create that stage. I think I've shared before that Brahma Baba, some Lokik officers and some people used to come and they really want to meet Brahma Baba. He generally never met anyone who is not Brahmin. But some came and they insist. So Baba said, okay, make them sit properly and create a very loving, peaceful atmosphere, which of course all BKs are peaceful. And then Baba will be in the room and Baba said, Baba is coming in 5 minutes. So someone went in, maybe he's resting. No, he was creating that stage. Remembrance of Baba, soul consciousness. And when he create that stage, he will come outside and he will sit. And his vibrations were like so spiritual that those officers will be just watching that. Let's see what Baba is going to say. And Baba always like will speak child what, and start giving whatever their few questions were. But some or other they couldn't ask questions. They came to know how your expenses are and who takes care certain things. And Baba said it's Baba's children, it's Baba's family, and it's all the children who are taking care, because at that time they never accepted any donation from anywhere. And they just will spend time, but they went with so much deep experience of spirituality. So tapasya is every time we have to meet someone, talk to someone, even answer phone, take a moment and be in soul consciousness. Think of Baba. Think that his soul is going to talk to me, even within a moment. So you create that atmosphere with other person, other soul is not only experiencing spirituality, but also somewhere deep experience or awakening happens. So our way of serving also has to change now. That I create stage even before, as I said, even before taking phone call. Just take a moment. I will be talking to a soul. So avyakt really means you are going beyond now in a gross way to do things, right? Action is action. So I take phone, I answer, but there could be service in that also. So tapasya is to create that atmosphere, change the vibrations. So you are actually, a lot of work is done in that. Not only that, but serving. Serving is not actions or only speaking. Baba had been saying you have done enough of that. But serve from that stage, that is called following Brahma Baba. Baba's drishti, Baba's words, everything came from that stage, angelic stage, bodiless stage. So bodiless is not just sitting, but it's just becoming more aware deeply of soul consciousness, making eye contact or speaking few words, answering phone call, anything. I think that's what we will experiment for this month every day. So tomorrow we have this in our intellect that our stage has to be bodiless, angelic. Like we go in the room and sometimes to prepare, we just want some fragrance. So either in India they light incense stick, but here we spray some rose perfume mist or something. And it does help, right? Same is our vibrations, our stage will immediately kind of spring spirituality, love, peace, whatever soul needs. So as Baba had been saying, you will hear only tomorrow. You will need to speak very little. They will understand. It will touch their heart because instantly it's giving them something. And Baba says that magic could happen if our stage is like that. So I really, really would recommend each one of us to do it. Whatever extent you can do, practice. Not practice only sitting, but while doing actions also. Because we all will have to do everything what we do, but while doing. So it could be very, very elevated experience and also elevated attainment. And as Baba said, attainment is like getting fruit. So when you are instantly feeling fruit, what will others feel from you? Blessing. If we have to give blessing, it's not just through thoughts, but from our stage. And that's what is following Brahma Baba practically. And I'm sure you all will have many, many beautiful experiences, and you will experience deep transformation within your own self. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So before I invite Sister Gayatri, I just want to remind you all that from today we have started 4 times during the day, and then evening also 8:30 to 9. We'll follow with the meditation that we did. Full pilgrimages and also listening to Baba. So that was open to everybody. If you would like to join, 8:30 to 9. 8:30 to 9, and then 10:30 to 11, and 12:30 to 1, and 4:30 to 5, and 8:30 to 9 in the night. And also special Amrit Vela. So those schedule have been followed for every day. So just a reminder to everyone. And now we'll do our homework and then chit chat, and then we'll do our candle lighting and cake cutting. And tomorrow, so I'd like to invite our dear angel sister, Sister Gayatri. She will guide us with our homework for tomorrow. Welcome. Om Shanti.
Hello, everyone. And Om Shanti and Happy New Year 2022. Would you believe it? Just in a number of hours, very few hours, we've moved from an old into the new. But I feel it is entering the day of Brahma. That is so imprinted in my soul. And the month of January is to carefully follow in Baba's footsteps. And to do this with a concentration of our intellects and with determination in our mind, in our thoughts. And so this new series that we have started last night and you have practiced today, and we're continuing today, the 1st of January, is called Tapasya. And this Tapasya is dedicated. It's dedicated to the life and legacy of Brahma Baba. And of course, Brahma Baba is never separated from Shiv Baba to Bap Dada, but it's especially to Brahma Baba because this is the month that really glorified him in becoming Avyakt. So I'd like to set up a little bit of Tapasya before I take you into the actual homework. And I hope you had a great time with the homework from last night. I'm yours in your mind. And Baba, in response to that, says to me, yes, child, I'm yours. But I'd like to talk a little bit about Tapasya. Sister Mohini has covered a lot of what I will repeat. But Tapasya is a spiritual endeavor. It's a sadhana. And it calls on an individual commitment. And the individual commitment is experimenting with remembrance, with this yoga. But remembrance, Baba says, he even doesn't like the word yoga, but remembrance with an aim of experiencing transformation. So we know transformation only occurs in remembrance of Baba. And so according to Baba, in the Murlis on Tapasya, he said exactly what Sister Mohini was saying, is that for you to do Tapasya, you need to have the awareness of an inner stage. And like today, we'll be looking at following Brahma Baba in that subtle Avyak stage. So we need to have some kind of an awareness inside of us of this inner stage, which is the Avyak stage for today, in order to enter into the experiment of the yoga or the remembrance with Baba. Now, the experience of transformation is actually the fruit that comes from that experiment. And so today, the fruit of the experiment with yoga in the Avyak stage is to experience a newness in life. But the fruit is also to bring us close to Bapdada and to make us equal to him. Now, that is, of course, according to our capacity. But when Baba was talking to whoever was in front of him in 1990 and 1991, he was saying, don't do it according to capacity. Do it in an all-powerful way. Enter into that stage as though you are 100% in that stage. So even if it's a drop, let it be 100% one drop. And don't let it be, according to capacity, because then you're compromising on the capacity to begin with. So even if it's a drop, let it be 100%. Now, what Baba also explained to us was that there is an easy method for this experimenting with yoga. And that easy method when experimenting with yoga is the lesson of one. So experimenting with yoga means to be in unadulterated remembrance of one. And this is where he took up all those aches. But I'll just mention them. And then for tomorrow, we'll just take one of the ache. So ache means one. So ek nami, to belong to only one. The Hindi word is ek nami. The English is belonging to only one. The second ache is ekagrata, which means to concentrate. Ekagrata is to concentrate, to stabilize the mind and intellect on a single purpose. Ekant means to be in solitude as one individual, as one soul, and to be detached from everything else. Ekras, to be in that constant stage of soul consciousness, because we do have to consider ourselves to be souls before we enter into the experiment. And then the final ache is economy, which means not to waste time. Exactly what Avyak Bapdada was saying at the beginning of today, not to waste time, not to waste thoughts, but particularly not to waste the treasures that Baba is giving us. In other words, we have it, but we don't use it, so we lose it, we waste it. So today we will just take up the first ache nami, to belong to only one in our experiment of this stage, this inner stage of being Avyak or subtle or angelic. Now, why is it we're doing it? What is it that Tapasya is actually bringing about in us? And tapasya is actually a few things, but they're very simple. Tapasya is to make my remembrance of Baba something that is natural and easy by coming close to him. So it would be difficult for me to forget Baba and not difficult for me to remember him. So that's what tapasya, the promise of tapasya then, is to make remembrance natural and easy so I don't forget. The other is tapasya reminds me that this is a path that I have to walk as an individual. I may have the support of the family and the support of the world on many levels, but I have to make this effort. I have to make the commitment. And it wants us to stand on our own 2 feet, as Baba says, but in the company of one. The other is tapasya is to make our nature of soul consciousness natural. That is to serve from a stage. And that's the key thing in tapasya. The experiment with yoga is to serve from a stage, to do service from my stage, being as a way of serving. And then the other thing is tapasya must be intentional. I just can't say, oh, I'm doing tapasya and I'm not intentional about it. And this is why the 10 minutes are recommended. Baba has said it, please take 10 minutes, but if you can't do it in 10, 7, 8, 5, but do it every hour and make that an individual commitment with intention so that I'm practicing concentration with determination. So the intellect is concentrated and the mind is being filled with determined thoughts. So with that as a context today, let's look at the homework slide. And the homework slide is saying to us what tapasya means. So this is the first aspect. When I think of tapasya, the first thing is, what does it mean? What does it mean today? It means to celebrate newness in life. It's the first day of the year. There's newness. And tapasya is also like a magnet that when I go in to do my tapasya, I know that I'll be exuding a vibration that will be magnetic because I'm now in remembrance of one, Ek Nami. I am with only one Baba. And that remembrance of Baba is generating a newness in my life. And the newness in my life is helping to build this stage that I want, which is called the Avyakt stage, the angelic stage. So that exudes a vibration, and that vibration that emerges from that stage will attract others. So tapasya, newness in life, and with a magnetic pull. Now, I am the tapasvi. Tapasya is the process that I'm putting myself through. So the second level of the homework is to understand myself as a tapasvi. So the tapasvi soul will experience a newness in life that will come from something that is spiritually pleasurable. So being Ek Nami, being in remembrance of one, I will experience a kind of a pleasure, a spiritual pleasure. It will be the pleasure of meeting this one, of knowing this one, of loving this one. It will also be the pleasure of all the attainments that this one is filling into me. It will be the pleasure of those attainments that comes through my actions as fruits of my elevated actions. And I think the most beautiful thing is to feel the closeness, the pleasure of a closeness in all relationships to Baba. And then finally, the pleasure of the growing of a stage that comes from the inculcating of knowledge and the following of Srimad, of course. And that is becoming equal to my companion that I'm walking this path with. And so that's what the tapasvi, those are the characteristics of me, the soul being a tapasvi. Now, what is magnetic is that the tapasvi soul actually becomes the magnet that builds the atmosphere around through which vibrations would then pull other souls to experience peace and power from a distance. But what it is that this vibration will do, Baba says, it will be a silent signal in the form of a call to those souls. And it will call the souls toward experiencing a meeting with Ek Nami, with one Baba. And so that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. You know, you will have it, you read it again, you think about it, both in terms of what Tapasya means, but also what are the characteristics of the Tapasvi, the soul? Me, I need to understand that too, to understand the inner dynamics of what I'm doing as a soul. And so we will also follow Father Brahma, because knowing what Tapasya means, knowing the inner characteristics, I still need an example. And so the example is Brahma Baba. So in following the Father, what we'll do, we'll keep our intellect stable. And 2 stages were recommended. So I would say keep it with 1 stage. You could choose being bodiless and incorporeal, but I would say also, because Sister Mohini spoke about it, the angelic stage, the Avyakt stage. So you may choose that as your stage. And so you're going to keep your intellect concentrated on that stage in a light, easy manner, but also you're going to have a determination in your thoughts to stay with that stage. The mind shouldn't be wandering, but you will stay with that stage. And then you will celebrate the newness in your life from that stage as you follow Brahma Baba tomorrow. So the daily practice would be 10 minutes every hour to experiment with yoga. So you're going to be experimenting with that stage of being Avyakt or angelic or subtle. And then within that, you're going to be experiencing your transformation. And you're going to be looking to see, okay, what's the newness that's emerging in my life in these 10 minutes? And there may be little things, but still appreciate them. They may be just very little subtle things, but notice them. So we'll be practicing that for 10 minutes tomorrow, starting at 3:30 and concluding at 9:30. And if you cannot do it every hour, it's fine. But the aim and the intention should be there, as Baba says. When the aim is there, the qualifications will follow. Now the chart. I hope you got your 2020 January journal. And it's nice to just write these realizations that come from the experiments in being yoga. I mean, what was it that, how could I capture being close to Baba and write it in my journal? What does it mean being equal to Baba? Write it in your journal. It could be a word, it could be a sentence, it could be something very short. And then in today's piece that Avyakt Baba spoke about, he said to paint an image of divine characteristics. So you're going to be seeing the video in a few minutes from now. And you're going to see, we're going to enter this video of Baba's room. And today we're going to Barcelona, Spain, to be in Baba's room there. And you're going to enter it with a very deep silence. And you're going to stay in his room, like Baba's room is always silent. You don't go in there with words speaking to someone. You always go in there as an individual and you're with him in silence. And so as that happens, at the end of the video, you're going to see something that I want you to pay attention to. And this is looking at the transformation, experiencing the transformation of my nature and sanskaras. So at the end of the video, you will see a canvas and you will see a brush painting the canvas. So the canvas, look at the canvas as your sanskaras and as your nature. And look at an invisible hand painting this canvas. And every day, this invisible hand will be painting it, just as you're painting a wall. But the invisible hand will also imprint an image there for you. And that image will tell you what the attainment was that you experience as a result of the transformation in your sanskaras. So it's painting your divine characteristics in the form of leaving you an image. So I'd like you to pay attention to that, because Baba is doing the same thing with us. When we sit with him in his room, when we sit with him for the 10 minutes, he's actually painting. He is doing it in a way that he's purifying those sanskaras in nature. And then at the end of the 10 minutes, he'll leave a little imprint there for you to see. And then you will capture that. And so he leaves that golden, eternal imprint on the soul that makes us return to being original and eternal. So do that chart. And I know at the end of the month, it will be a wonderful, wonderful thing to keep as a token of my Tapasya days in the day of Brahma and spent in the footsteps of Brahma Baba. So let's go to Baba's room in Barcelona, Spain.
Om Shanti. Thank you. So now we'll do our Vyakti journey, our chat session for a few minutes, and then we'll do candle lighting and cake cutting. So welcome to our Vyakti journey. Today is the first day of the year. And we are so happy. Avyakti Parivar Chit Chat, sharing from a true heart touches the heart. So would like to welcome our dear angel brother, Brother Eric. We are happy to have you with us.
Estamos felices de tener al hermano Eric con nosotros.
Shanti, everyone. And yes, Happy New Year, of course. Happy and constant Happy New Year. And yeah, special greetings from the heart. It is a confluence time in many ways. And drama is very accurate because as there's only a few minutes left before the magic time of 8:30, most of the questions I had have been answered already. So the beauty of drama is that I had a few questions in mind about, of course, Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba and preparing for the month with Brahma Baba. And most of the questions were answered in the bulk message. So this time when Didi, I was not ahead of the Murli, I was ahead of the bulk message. So my questions were already answered by the bulk message. And also, I have one question, maybe we'll have time, but before I go into a question, I wanted to invite our dear Bhumi to come in front of you and be present because, I know yesterday there were a lot of congratulations and blessings and greetings, so I'm not going to add too much, but I think you expressed your appreciation for Avyakti Parivar. And I felt I could, on behalf of the whole listeners, all those who are on my side listening, to express our greetings and congratulations and thank you, to the whole team. And I know there's so many of them. So I brought something very special, and maybe Bhumi can be around to receive something very special. And just to, Bhumi is an instrument representing many, many more. Yes, Bhumi ji, look what I brought for you to create a trail of rose petals for the whole year so you can walk on rose petals with the team. I'm having special feelings also for all the translators. And I've been talking faster and faster every Saturday. I'll try to slow down. And I know they are translating day and night almost. So congratulations to everyone and the team. But Bhumiji, I brought you a gold tray. So this is from Golden Age. Just I asked Lakshmi to borrow it from Golden Age. And Narayan gave blessing. Narayan and Lakshmi said, you can borrow from Golden Age. So many greetings and thank you and blessings and a happy new year to you and to the whole team of Avyakti Parivar. So now I'll have to. Your questions are answered, but still we want you to ask something. Sure. Goodbye. Until then. Happy New Year, everyone, and greetings and congratulations to all of you in Avyakti Parivar. So yes, I know, Mohini Didi, you answered already some of the questions because I was, am I still there? I'm still here. Sorry, I lost, the petals went into the computer. So when I throw the petals on the computer goes very strange. Sorry. This is a magic. Anyway, I hope you can still see me. Okay, here we go. Sorry. The petals disturb the computer. And so, I was thinking, Mohini Didi, that, for you, of course, you met Brahma Baba. For us, we didn't meet him physically. And I was wondering if it's the right expression. What do you draw from Brahma Baba? We will be remembering him, of course, during the whole month. How do you connect with him during particularly the month of January? And what do you draw from him? Do you talk to him? Do you ask him advice? Do you give him some duties so he can do it himself? Or how do you deal with him?
Actually, from very beginning, because when I looked at Brahma Baba, I'm not looking at Brahma Baba, I'm looking at Shiv Baba, because Baba always says, if you remember me or you are in body consciousness, Shiv Baba will not come in me and share this tea with you. So I remember that there was so much practice of looking at his forehead, but remembering Shiv Baba, and we used to see once in a while. It's like double light, one light of Shiv Baba, one of Brahma Baba. So this practice is so much there of looking at Brahma Baba, but meeting Shiv Baba, and of course through his eyes, right? So
Do you
looking
still
at the
have a
center,
personal connection with him? Do you still talk to him as
yeah.
Brahma Baba? And yeah, what do you talk about to him?
you know, I still talk to Shiv Baba, but I know that whenever I'm talking to Shiv Baba, I'm talking to Bab Dada, because same like Dadi Gulzar, before Baba came, some of us were allowed to go for a few moments and we will give love remembrance. Or one day before, there are many who shared the main projects they did or whatever the main things are. So when they are talking to Dadi Gulzar, they know that it's for Baba, Avyak Bab Dada is listening. So they are combined, but also in my intellect, I always have, like Baba also said, that Brahma Baba's recognition of Shiv Baba was such that he was able to understand knowledge, he was able to understand Shrimad. Not only that, but he was able to follow accurately. So that is great appreciation for Brahma Baba I have in my heart. And that is why he demonstrated in front of us that if you are with Shiv Baba, if you are in remembrance, if you are bodiless, then how your thinking will be, what energy will be surrounding you. And as I said, that Brahma Baba also invoked the stage of bodiless and also connection with Shiv Baba. Because all those who were coming to meet, they didn't know that there is Shiv Baba who is giving directions to this one, or he is the instrument for God. So he has to bring Shiv Baba in him in form of remembrance, because Shiv Baba won't meet them. But there was like such a presence of from his stage, that we talked about atmosphere is created. So that's the beauty which has stayed with me. And I think somewhere I'm reminding myself that that practice has to continue, and I should start doing it again to bring Shiv Baba and be in soul consciousness, and then talk to the souls, because all the souls are Shiv Baba's children, all the souls, whether they know Shiv Baba or not. But my consciousness towards each one is that they are the souls and they are children of Shiv Baba, and they have come to meet me as a Brahmin, or came to Brahma Baba to meet Brahma Baba, because they didn't know. So it's such a subtle combination. And so I am talking to Shiv Baba, but it is through Brahma Baba or to Brahma Baba too. Like I'm talking to both of them. But I still have a lot of consciousness of Shiv Baba, in the sense of as a soul, child of incorporeal Baba, but also adopted through Brahma Baba. So I am also child of Brahma Baba. So that is my original awareness, which I maintain, and I'm reminding myself after Bhog message that I have to maintain that. Is it clear?
Yes, it is clear, but I will have more questions for sure next Saturday. And in the meantime, I'm taking it as a beautiful petal of knowledge. And there will be more roses next week. So thank you. Thank you from the heart for this whole year that just ended and the new year that is now, starting. And it's a beautiful journey, and lots of love and greetings to each and everyone. And looking forward to be with you again next week. So thank you, and Om Shanti.
Happy New Year, Eric Bhai, and thank you. Yes, next Saturday we will have more time.
That's all right. A
Ask
few
whatever.
seconds. Now we're in Tapasya, so you said we speak little. I'll make my few words very, very sensual. You will see.
Okay, thank you. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much, Sharik Bhai. And now, everyone, get your candle ready, and we will light it together. So we have a cake also. Cake has a Shubhava shape. So we'll show you in a minute. So get everyone ready, and then we'll have song and we'll do it together.
ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਵੇਖੋ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਵੇਖੋ ਨਵਾਂ ਸਾਲ ਆਇਆ ਜੀ ਆਇਆ ਵੇਖੋ ਨਵਾਂ ਸਾਲ ਆਇਆ ਪਾਇਆ ਜੀ ਪਾਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਸਤ ਰੰਗਲਾ ਚੋਲਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਵੇਖੋ ਨਵਾਂ ਸਾਲ ਆਇਆ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਸੂਰਜ ਚੜਿਆ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਦੂਰ ਹਨੇਰੇ ਫੜ ਲੈ ਸੱਚ ਦਾ ਲੜ ਤੂੰ ਮਿੱਤਰਾ ਫਿਰ ਕਰ ਚਾਨਣ ਤੇਰੇ ਓ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਸੂਰਜ ਚੜਿਆ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਦੂਰ ਹਨੇਰੇ ਫੜ ਲੈ ਸੱਚ ਦਾ ਲੜ ਤੂੰ ਮਿੱਤਰਾ ਫਿਰ ਕਰ ਚਾਨਣ ਤੇਰੇ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਮੰਗਾ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਤਰੰਗਾ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਮੰਗਾ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਤਰੰਗਾ ਰੰਗ ਬਹਾਰਾਂ ਛਾਇਆ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਵੇਖੋ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਜੀ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਵੇਖੋ ਨਵਾਂ ਸਾਲ ਆਇਆ रंग मोहब्बता रंग उम्मीदा रंग ने सब तो प्यारे रंग शांति रंग ज्ञान दा भव सागर तो तारे रंग मोहब्बता रंग उम्मीदा रंग ने सब तो प्यारे रंग भावना
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. So beautiful to be celebrating together as a family. Baba is watching us, and so Om Shanti. Good night for today. Om Shanti.